welcome. You guys watched day one vlog and y'all are lit. That's what's up. And I'm so grateful, so thankful because, woo, it was a challenge getting that video up, but I figured it out and I can't wait to push out the rest of these videos. So, basically today, I am braiding all day today and I'm braiding all day tomorrow. So today's day 2, day 3, right? And I'm braiding all day. So I don't really have anything planned as far as festivities, you know? So you guys aren't really gonna see much of that. But I said, I'm not gonna let that stop me. FYI, I'm driving right now, so I have my thing on a mount. I have my phone on a mount, so I'm driving. That's why I'm not looking at the camera. I'm not being rude. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Okay? So I say all that to say that today and tomorrow I will show what styles I did on my clients. Just so you guys can see. You guys never actually see me braid on other people very much. So that might be fun. That might, you know, be exciting for everybody, right? So it's my vlog, right? I could do that. I could show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm gonna show you guys the style I'm doing today on my client, and that's pretty much all I got. Today is a really chill day. Nothing festive happening unless I choose. I do have a bottle of wine left in the fridge, but I'm really saving that for tomorrow because tomorrow is my long day of braiding and I'm gonna need some water and a glass when I'm done. But all right, catch you guys later. Next time you see me, I will be braiding on my client, okay? Bye. My typical procedure for when I have clients over, I ask them to arrive with their hair blow dried, clean, and fully detangled. This particular client, she took the liberty of, you know, blow drying her hair, detangling it, and she sectioned it in 4 beautiful sections and braided it up, you know, so that way all I have to do is unbraid it and then start the process. So this is not something new. This is something that I also do on my own hair when I braid. So for those of you guys out there that want to know, start on freshly cleaned, washed, detangled, preferably blow-dried hair. Blow-dried hair is gonna give you, you know, much neater look. Your work will be faster, and you know, it'll just look much neater and sleeker. You don't have to blow dry it straight because not every style requires that. You just want to blow dry it so it's nice and detangled, so that way when the stylist use a comb, it isn't getting caught every single time. You know what I'm saying? So blow dry your hair good enough so you could run a wide tooth comb through it very easily and part with a rat tail comb very easily. All right. Something that I forgot to mention is that I ask my clients not to put any product in their hair prior to getting it styled because I'm already going to use a product and we don't want buildup. All I'm doing here in this next clip is preparing the hair for her style that she's getting today. She used 5 packs of Kinky twist hair so she can get Marley twists. I know them as Kinky twists. They are small in size and they are bra strap, and when they are straightened, not straightened, but when you dip them, the hair kind of stretches a little bit so it becomes waist length. This hair is kinky and coarse, so it's a very good hair that's gonna match with the texture of a lot of my clients that I braid. So if your hair is coarse, this is a good hair. Look for hair like this. It doesn't really matter the brand. You want to look for hair that is coarse like this when you're doing styles like Kinky twists or, you know, faux high buns and things like that. Majority of the time when you buy kinky hair like this, the ends are already stretched. So typically when you get your kinky hair like this, doesn't matter the brand, it's usually separated with rubber bands and little gold string. All of the strands are also pre-separated, so that kind of helps you to determine the size of the kinky twist that you want. You can also adjust the length, like say you take 2 pieces, overlap them and make them a little longer, whatever you want to do. So I'm just separating all the pieces and I'm putting them on this thread rack, just so that way as I twist, I can just grab, twist, go, grab, twist, and go. Each bundle had about 15 strands, so I used a total of 5 packs on her hair, and that made small kinky twists. So here I am applying gel to the part that I created. I am mixing gels. I tend to experiment with gels that I've used before, but I tend to, mix just to see what works together, what works separately on its own. And so that's what I did. I applied the gel to the part. Now I'm combing out the ends of that fluffy hair to make sure that there is no tangles in it. And this just helps your twist to look smoother, neater, and it helps it stretch a little bit better too. And you can, if you do this step, it will actually help you seal the ends of your twists without having to dip them because it's so stretched. So here I'm just applying the twisting hair to the section of hair that I parted, and I'm just doing like a rope twist. That's how I'm starting it. You could start it as a box braid. I did learn this method online, and I used to do it on my clients all the time, but then just recently this year I did take a course with another braider, Styles by Key, and that was awesome. She actually does great Marley twists and Havana twists, and so I decided to take her course and just get brushed up and really perfect that invisible root, and that's what I'm doing today, so shout out to her. Here is an up-close view of me detangling that hair, just so you guys could see, because I know it was a little bit confusing. After I comb out the ends, I just stretch out, that middle, so you guys could see. This is what it looks like, not fluffed and combed out, the original form, and then this is what it looks out fluffed. This just makes this twist a lot more sleeker, uniform, and the ends of the twist do not unravel. So I just use a paddle brush whenever I do this because it's a lot easier to manipulate that hair. So you grab both ends. I'm just using my leg and you just pull down. It's fairly easy to detangle Marley hair. Sometimes some ends are a little bit knotted, so you may have to just cut it a little bit and then go ahead and continue combing out, but you just keep combing until you get to the top. Then you will use your fingers to separate the part that right here. Use your fingers just to fluff it out a little bit, and this helps you to have an even distribution all throughout the twist. So if you guys actually have tried this method or seen your braider use this method, comment down below. If you guys think that you guys could try it, please do it and then tag me on Instagram so I could see what your work looks like. Here is an up-close view of me starting the twist. So I dip my finger in both of the gels. One is a very firm hold, one is not a firm hold, but I do like the slip that it does give the hair prior to twisting it. So you're going to take your hair that you already prepared and you're going to slip it right in the middle. You're going to grab one end of your hair and begin twisting towards you, not counterclockwise, clockwise. Then you're going to hold that little piece of hair that you just twisted. Then you're going to move on to the other side and you're also going to twist that clockwise. Now, once both ends are twisted, then you're going to just twist them within themselves and begin twisting with your thumb and forefingers. The main two fingers that I use are my thumb, my pointer finger, and my middle finger for doing these type of twists. Now, the pattern that you guys see here, it's not your typical box shape, and that's just because this client had a particular desire that she wanted for her hair. So this is like a C shape, a natural parting. You'll actually see this a lot in like African shops, and I've seen other braiders that are not African that do this too. And this just helps the twists or braids that you do fall a little bit naturally. I like this method actually, and I think it's not as stressful as trying to get every single part straight and neat like it is when you're trying to do triangles and squares. So if you can't do triangles and squares, try circles. As you guys can see, I'm just twisting each side at the same time, and that helps me to have a consistent twist all the way down. So you just take both pieces and twist and turn. Twist and turn, twist and turn. And you're going to take it all the way down to the end until you literally have no more hair to twist. Just for extra effort, you take a look at me twisting the ends all the way down. As you can see, once you get closer to the ends, you are going to kind of have to borrow from each leg, so that way it's an even amount of hair in each hand. Not only is it an even amount of hair in each hand, it gives you an even ending twist, and it really tapers down into a sealed twist. I hope that made sense. So please just rewatch that part if you did not get that, because that's pretty self-explanatory. Just keep twisting each side until you're done at the ends, and use your scissors to clip any extra hair, and then move on to your next twist. Here's a little peek of her hair in the C shape. This is her back, and you guys can see how small these twists are. I typically don't do twists these small. I do them a little bit larger. This is just another clip here, another up close, not sped up, showing how you start the twist. And comment down below if you guys think that you could try this on yourself. I think that you can. Marley twist is a really simple style that you could try. You can make them as big or as little as you'd like. And if you use a kinky hair just like this, you can get away with doing some really jumbo twists, getting about 5 bobby pins, and then just kind of pin those twists up in a little twisted updo, and then girl, you're good to go for your holiday date night. But as you can see, I'm twisting both sides, right? Then I twist them within itself, and as you can see, you're going to take your fingers and you're twisting at the same time. Twist both sides, both sides. You see that? Both sides, you twist both sides. And I'm stopping because I want to make sure that her real hair is blending in with that twist, because this is a part where sometimes the hair will stick out. If you go a little bit too fast, or if you go a little too slow, it will stick out. Now here she's telling me, oh, a little piece got stuck. That's why sometimes you want to use hair clips to help flyaways to not be in your way as you braid. And I'm just going to continue on with her twist, and like I said, you're just going to twist each side at the same time and then twist it within itself, and it makes these beautiful rope twists that you see here with natural parting. And I'm so excited that I get to show you guys this, because I never get to show my YouTube family anything I do on my braid clients, but got a treat for y'all. So this is the top of her head. I actually pre-parted it and pre-twisted it just so that way I knew the foundation of how I was going to finish off her hair. Once you're done installing all of the twists, I take a foam and I apply that to the ends of the twists or braids that I've installed. And as you can see, I'm just basically placing the foam anywhere, and I'm going to rub it into the twists. This is just going to help, you know, reduce frizz, number one. And if you use a non-alcohol mousse, it's definitely going to help to reduce frizz. But usually with this type of hair, you really don't have a problem. But to put your mousse on, you could put an oil on the scalp, like black castor oil, or a sheen spray just to give it a little bit of shine. Then once all of the mousse has been distributed, then you're gonna go ahead and get your hot water and you're gonna dip the ends. My client wanted just a little bit of color peeking through, and that's what I gave her. So let's take a look at what we got going on. So right here, I'm just applying some of that foam to the front side of her hair because I realized I had put a lot more foam more so on the back and on the ends, and you don't want to forget any parts of the hair. You want to get it all saturated. Then once you've got it saturated, you're going to get your towels. I usually get one for the client to put on their shoulder where the hair is going to dip, and then I get another towel for myself to keep in my hand, so once I dip the hair, I can safely dry the hair and not burn myself with this extremely boiling hot water. Okay? Yes, please be very cautious with this. There are so many different methods that you could use to dip your hair. It's just the main one that I use, not necessarily the easiest one. A tip that I'll give you is that when you're dipping, you could put your towel behind your client, like on their shoulder, as you see that I'm doing here. So that way, once you remove the hair from that hot water, you can kind of rest it on the back of your chair, but it's not touching your client because it is hot, okay? So you can rest it on the back of your chair, but that steam is not gonna burn your client, okay? Neither will that water. So once you you want to separate the hair into sections. So you have a lot of hair, like say she has a lot of hair, I split it in half, or I may split it in 3 different sections and dip it in 3 sections. And then now that I got the pot out the way, I'm just going to squeeze the hair in between that white towel, and I'm just going to wring all of that excess water out. And as I'm squeezing and pulling, it's going to kind of seal those ends even more. And then I'm just going to separate it out the way so that way I can dip the remaining side. Now again, remember, you can apply your mousse, your sheen spray, or whatever oils that you like to use. Make sure you use a towel, and if it's a small towel like this, fold it in half. And that's about it, guys. Dipping is pretty easy, so I am going to fast forward, starting now. Swing it. Now turn a little bit and swing. And separate it a little bit in the back. At the top, separated. Perfect. What up, guys? So day 2 Vlogmas is done. And today was a really chill day. Jai went to piano lessons. I braided all day, and that was basically it. So I tried to get as much footage as I could get because, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. This is my channel. It's about hair. So I'm gonna show you guys. So I installed Kinky Twist on my client. I actually love Kinky Twist. It's one of my favorite styles to do. I just don't do them on myself often because I like to try different things. But Kinky Twist is a favorite style of mine to install, and they just look so natural. So I tried to include as many clips that I think you guys would want to see, like how to start the twist, how to prepare the hair. So it's like a mini tutorial, but not really. So if you guys want a full type of video on Kinky Twist, I could do that because that's a relatively easy holiday hairstyle that you could do on yourself. It's gonna last you all the way until, you know, way past New Year's. So that's a style that you guys could do. Didn't know you were gonna get a little holiday info, did you? All right, just mess with you guys. Okay, day 2 vlog done. I'm out. Stay channeling the beauty that's within inside of you.